Hello and welcome to today's Reiki session. So today we're going to be focusing on setting intentions. This is a very powerful and important practice. It allows us to clarify more of what we want and then create space for those things to manifest themselves in our lives. So to support us through this process today, we have our beautiful Herkimer Diamond. This is a very high vibrational stone, and it's going to help us in setting these intentions and amplifying them pretty dramatically. And then I have a whole slew of essential oils here. So the first one I'm going to use is wild orange. Wild orange is the essential oil for promoting abundance. So this can be an abundance financially. It could be in, with regard to relationships or opportunities. It really doesn't matter. Whatever the abundance is you want to manifest, wild orange is a great oil to support that. And then we have bergamot, which is an oil for courage. So sometimes we, as we're manifesting, focus too much on the things that we don't want to see or the things we want to avoid. Very happy citrusy oils. And when we do that, it kind of clouds our experience. It really makes it difficult for us to get what we want because we're so focused on what we don't want. So today, we're going to just create space for the things that we want to come to our attention. And again, phrased in the positive, because we want those things to come to us. We don't want the lack of those things to come to us, or the universe doesn't hear not or don't or less of. The universe only hears things as affirmative direction. So if we think, I don't want my hair to fall out, all the universe hears is my hair to fall out. And it gives you that, and we don't want that, right? So we're going to create space for us to do this in such a way that we actually get what we want. So let's allow the eyes to close, get in a comfortable position, and start doing those nice, big, deep inhales into the belly as we bring this beautiful healing energy into our space and into our bodies as we go through this process today. Out my pendulum. I want our chakras to be nice and clear for this process. And I invite you, while you're doing your deep breathing, we're going to start at the feet today. We're going to clear out any areas in all of our primary chakras and even some of the nadis, which are the lesser chakras, if you will, the energy centers in our body. So while we're doing this deep breathing, we're going to just create space for this beautiful new energy to come in. We're going to create space for clarity of thought. So knowing exactly what we want will be completely clear to us so that we have a clear path for manifesting. Very good. So I'd like to encourage you today, if you are wanting to see a change, and your goal is to set an intention in such a way that it will actually come to fruition, that you think about it in terms of the affirmative. So in the example I gave before about like hair falling out, instead of saying, I don't want my hair to fall out, you can say, I wish to have thick, healthy hair, or something along those lines, whatever best speaks to you. But say it in a term that the universe will understand as an affirmative direction. That'll make it a lot easier to manifest exactly what you want. So whether your intention is to have an amazing, abundant, prosperous new year, or to create more opportunities for abundance and growth in your life, or deepen the relationships you have with the people that matter to you. Whatever it is, we're just going to create space for that to be what it is. Kind of think of it as an energetic clearing of the closet. Just going to start fresh right now. We'll apply a little cheer, which is the uplifting lens. So we're going to do that to heart center. a little frankincense to third eye in order to support us in manifesting, because frankincense really brings to the forefront our intuition and really supports us in having a lot of clarity with regards to our manifestation. And I'm going to do Motivate the Encouraging blend, because it just feels like we could do with a little bit more encouragement, a little bit more uplift. So Motivate behind the ears as we get started. And let's do a little Passion. I'm going to do a stripe of Passion, which is the Inspiring blend. It makes sense to me to do a stripe of that across the forehead. We want to be divinely inspired to create the beautiful things that we want for ourselves as we go through this process. So let's do a quick scan of the body, release any tension, any discomfort. Just make note of those areas and begin to release them without judgment, sending that breath deep into those areas of the body. Any thoughts of worry or kind of repetitive thoughts that maybe seem to get in the way of this process, any doubts, we're just going to allow those to be what they are. Thank the fear for alerting you to something new, something different, bringing your attention and your awareness to this, whatever it is, circumstance or thought pattern. And then thank it and send it on its way. Its message has been delivered. It doesn't need to stick around and have coffee. And as you're formulating your intentions, whatever they happen to be, I will hold the space for you to find the exact words, to find the clarity that you need, so that you can get exactly what you want. If as you are going through and setting your intentions, you notice any areas in the body that react, so anything that feels maybe a little heavy or a little tense, or you have an emotional reaction of any variety that maybe doesn't feel as comfortable to whatever the intention is, just send that breath into that area. Again, providing reassurance that all will be well. Thanking that fear for its message, bringing you the awareness that you need for a new circumstance or any challenge that you might be facing. Thank it and allow it to go on its way. Think about fear as kind of like a messenger. So it comes, it tells you what it needs to tell you, and then it doesn't need to hang out anymore. It can go on its merry way to come back again if you ever need it, if you ever need your awareness brought to another circumstance or situation. But it doesn't need to become a permanent resident in your life. We're just going to create space for that fear to be released. It may be helpful to you to find some kind of affirmation process or mantra as you're going through your manifesting and setting your intentions. It's helpful sometimes to remind ourselves of what those are. So, I am abundant, I am well, I am safe, I am healed. I have exactly what I need, exactly when I need it. Whatever that is, you might create a little bit of a mantra and maybe stick it write it down and stick it somewhere, like on your mirror or something, somewhere where you're going to see it a lot, so that you can always be reminded of these goals that you've set and these intentions that you've set, so that you can remind yourself to be in alignment with those. And that can become a natural process. Generally speaking, when our intentions, we're really, really deeply aligned with our intention, whatever it is, we tend to feel really uplifted. Like when we do our love exercise, where we feel that expansion from heart center, it's a very similar sensation. It's a very warm, fuzzy, bright, happy, uplifted sensation. And that's when you know that your intention is 100% in alignment with your higher being, with who you are and what you desire, what you really desire. And it could be anything you want. It could be financial abundance. Again, it could be improved relationships, increased opportunities, whatever. This is your life. You can choose to make it look however you want. We're going to release right now any attachment to any judgment. We're just going to suspend any judgment or any kind of good, bad connotations associated with any of your intentions. We're just going to create space. And for those who maybe are working on relationships that maybe need to change, so maybe there's someone in your life who's toxic that needs to be removed, that needs to be engaged with significantly less. And I know that that can feel, especially if it's a family member, kind of heavy and dark, or feel like, okay, well, how do I manifest someone leaving me alone if our relationship isn't helpful? We'll just create space that the people that you are most in alignment with, the ones that are going to support you in being more of who you are as your amazing, wonderful, enough self, you're already worthy. People who are going to support that will be the people that are naturally drawn to you. And by extension, the people who maybe don't have that same feeling are not going to be drawn to you. You're not going to be attracting them. So we're just going to create space for these folks that maybe are toxic or detrimental to our being to kind of naturally find a different path and limit our exposure to those individuals by virtue of spending so much more time with people who support us in the abundance that we're trying to create for ourselves, that we're working to create for ourselves. Take a moment to sit in that beautiful, uplifted energy, that high vibration, where all is well. And you can return to this anytime you need it, which is why writing down your mantras or your intentions is very important. It's kind of a nice thing to do at the beginning of your day. Spend a few moments empowering these beautiful intentions you're creating with this high vibrational energy. Bring yourself back into alignment with your goals every morning. This will allow you to take empowered action every day to move you in the direction of your dreams. Okay, while the eyes are still closed, still existing in this space, I'm going to invite you to place hands on heart center. We're going to breathe in that beautiful intention, that beautiful high vibrational light as we begin our close today. Deep inhale in and release. Inhale in and release. Last time, deep inhale in and release. Well done. excellent work. You can begin to allow the eyes to open. Begin to bring some movement into the body as you return to this space and time. And I want to thank you for participating with me today. You've done an excellent job. May you be happy, may you be safe, and may you be well. Namaste.